Well, today we have another wonderful speaking session, and here we have a guest, and the guest is going to introduce himself. Let's go on.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm Mundasir Rafan Wafi from class 8, Chottogram Public College.
That's great. I think you are reading in a famous school. Would you please relate a number of questions? Answer here. Name of the school, where is it located, how many students are in your class, who is your most favorite teacher, how far is the school from your house, and how do you go to school, how long do you join the class, and okay, everything about school. Let's carry on and be loud and enjoy the session.
My school's name is Chottogram Public College. It is situated in Bayaji, Chottogram. I go to school by bus because it is really far away. From my home, the school is like 10 kilometers. So there's bus and there's some carrier services that carry the students to the school, and our school is really big. That's why the students numbers are also huge. The number of students that reads in the school are 5,000, I guess, and in my class there are 54 students, and I am also a student of the class. And
Well, I would like to focus different. I would like to complicate the question sometimes to enjoy the session. Okay, sorry. So as you're talking about school, I think that's a big school and dash dash dash. That's great. Wow, that's amazing, and everybody knows about this school. And if I ask you, what is the importance of our school? Really, why do we need schools?
we really need schools to study and know, because if we know nothing, if we gain no knowledge, we will not be successful in life in future. And if we are not successful, we won't be living a happy life. That's why we need schools.
Wow, that's great. So for education purpose, we need a school.
Yes.
And I think as this is one of the famous skills in Bangladesh, there are different things in that skill. Probably they have different types of clubs.
Yes.
And would you please mention some clubs names and what are the activities of these clubs, or whether you are involved in any club or not? Let's speak loudly.
There are a lot of clubs in my schools that is usually happens on Thursday. The clubs that are usually the most popular are the sports club, indoor game club, music club, language club, a science club, robotics club, astronomy club, etc. etc. Many people also go to a math clubs for math Olympiads and English club for English Olympiads. And I am involved with the sports. Outdoor
Wow,
sports.
I am disturbing you again. You are involved in a sports club. That's terrific. That's amazing. And I would like to focus about the last World Cup football. Okay, we'll be back to school once again. And you just tell me a few words, ideas, and experience, and your excitement. Okay, whether you were thrilled, you were curious, and whether your team lost the World Cup or still they are the winners of probably Spain. You be sure of Spain. So tell me about your supported team and how was their performance overall World Cup football and everything all about this. Okay, let's carry on. Okay.
FIFA World Cup 2026 was a real huge tournament.
I always want the people to speak loud. I am very naughty teacher. If somebody speaks slowly, cannot speak loud, I become very fed up. And you are one of the amazing speakers, and we have a great bonding because we have been teaching, learning together. So I want you to be very loud and proud.
FIFA World Cup 2026 is a really huge tournament. It's the biggest show on earth, and I was supporting Argentina. There had been a lot of controversies to the tournament, but I think all those things were part of the game because the group stage were really amazing.
Was the controversy only in the final match or before the final match?
It was before the final match and also in the final match.
Okay, then it's quite fine. It's okay. Okay, so like carry on. Sorry for disturbance. Let's go on.
Group stage was really thrilling, but in the round of 16 there was a controversy between Egypt because of some fouls that had not been given to Egypt. But later then it showed that the fouls were true and it's okay. And in the finals, we got to the finals by really giving some thrilling and outrage thrilling and some really amazing moments like Julian Alvarez's goal at the last minute to make it equalize. Then we got the Enzo Fernandez outside of the box goal that tied up against England. Then Lautaro Martinez's header from Messi's assist. There are really some moments, but in the final, we were really we are
Okay, evaluate Messi. I think he was amazing throughout the games. In
Yes,
the
sir.
total, he was fire.
yes sir.
And dribbling, passing, assisting, scoring, and behavior. Everything is amazing. So, how do you evaluate him as a player, as a one of the king? I mean, legend of the football. How do you evaluate him?
Though he's 39 years old, he produced 8 goals and 4 assists. That is quite remarkable because on his first game he scored a hat trick, second game he scored a brace. So he was really on fire through the tournament and he did everything he could. But in the final, because of some controversies and some things happened to FIFA, that's why they couldn't perform well. But our goalkeeper Emiliano Dibu Martinez did everything and put everything on the line. He made 11 saves in the World Cup final.
Yeah, that was terrific. Wow, out
He-
of imagination,
He
right?
made 11 saves, but at the end, Ferran Torres scored the last minute winner. And I was really upset about that.
Okay, it's all right. Exactly, everything is a part of the game, and sooner or later, one player I can't barely speak about today. That is Mbappe. He is scoring like a machine gun.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about him? If he can have a chance to play in the next World Cup, what could happen exactly, or whether his record will be sustaining for a long time? Maybe somebody is coming to break it down.
He's still young. He's only 28 years old. So he can score more goals in World Cup. And I guess he will play 2 to 3 more World Cups because he has only won one in 2018, scored 4 goals. In last World Cup, he won a Golden Boot. This World Cup, he also won a Golden Boot. So he is playing amazing in the World Cup.
Okay, Mbappe is scoring too fast and Rafan is speaking too fast. What is the secret that Rafan is today totally different? He is talking loud, talking with the different kind of structure, water coherence, and very speed up, and also sustainable thinking of passing the sentences from one structure to the another. What is the secret of having such a fluency in English language? Would you please tell me a few sentences of your journey through this learning of this English language?
Because from when I was small, I was really like to learn some new languages, especially English. And I thought English was really hard at first. Then I got used to it. I watched some videos. I watched some listening things where I listened some English. Then I thought of watching movie. If I watch an English movie, then I would learn some words. So then I started watching movies, and I learned a lot of words. That's why I guess listening and speaking them, practicing them makes you better in English.
Okay, if I ask you a question that you are reading again, to being back to the school, as I earlier
Yeah.
told you to be back to your school whenever you would get chance, because most of the time you pass in a school. So English language is definitely an international language, an amazing language, and we can carry lots of things throughout our career. Nobody can escape the importance of it. And if I tell that how many students or friends of yours can speak English like you, or you are exceptional in your class, or you have lots of friends, those who are really fluent and can talk well, or sometimes they practice English. Would you please tell me the English environment of school, or whether it is not available there? It is your own credit, your own journey, your own practice.
I have a lot of friends in my school, but some of my friends also go to some English coaching and English center like American Council and British Council. I guess in my school there are 2 to 3 people who can speak fluently like me, and yeah.
Okay, sure. Some of your friends are very fluent in English.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about.
I think they are also better than me, some of them.
Some of them are better than you.
Yeah.
Okay, do you think English to be learned by only English medium students also, or whether the Bengali medium school students are really faster than them, or how do you compare between the English version students and Bangla version? Are you a student of Bangla version, right?
Yes, yes.
So how do you compare? How do you find out the differences between the education? Again, if we go to the admission test, especially in medical, where we find that all the students basically they are coming from Bengali version.
Yes.
So how do you evaluate Bengali version and English version? Whether you have the idea and you have experience, or you have heard from your teacher, family members, relative, they are reading English version. Sometimes they may tell you, oh, you are not reading in a good side, and they might think that they are reading in a good side. So how do you think about this two media?
I think English medium and Bangla version are quite same because the books are also same. But only the thing that difference us from English version and Bangla version, English versions books are written in English except Bangla, and Bangla versions all books are written in Bangla except English. That's why I guess they're the same. English is actually be studied from practicing and speaking. So there's I guess no.
You don't
difference.
find any difference. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, that's great. As we are talking about our education, about our school, your parents have a dream. I have found them very sincere about your education since you were born, you were brought up, and I had a great time with you during the primary session. So what do they expect from you to be, or you are not exactly responding to their choice, whether you have a personal choice to be in future, and if you be so, how are you going to develop the society, how are you going to work for the country, or whether you would like to leave your country, you be pursuing education in foreign country and develop the career in foreign country. After all, relating all ideas about your future plan throughout your education arena.
My mother wants me to be a computer engineer. My father wants me to be a president of Bangladesh.
Hey, you are losing your energy, be energized. Okay, again, speak loud.
My mother wants to make me a computer engineer in foreign countries, but my father wants to make me the president of Bangladesh. That's a really huge thing to think. But for my
Okay, from your side, what do you think?
from my side, I want to be. I want to go to foreign. That's what my mother wants, and have a nice job that I can carry. That I can carry my family and my father and mother. But I guess I want.
Okay, okay.
My father is really worked hard for me to earn money. Then because my father wants to make me a successful person in future like my mother. My mother also helps me in studies, academic things, and also does my father do. What my mother can keep up, my father holds the thing. That's why I guess if whether I'm in Bangladesh or whether I'm going to foreign, I guess wherever I am in, I want to be a successful
Okay,
person.
I got an idea. In especially IELTS test, one question is repeatedly asked, and this question is, what kind of difference do you find between the village life and the city life, and which one do you prefer? And if you prefer that life, why do you prefer this life between city life and village life?
I actually prefer village life because men and women.
Speed up, speed up, speed up, man.
Men and women are from the village. Our ancestors are also from villages. Man is a nature. Man is from nature, and if we
Yeah.
stay with nature, our minds freshen up, refreshen us, and the environment of villages and
Yeah.
the environment of the village is really well and very cool, and it is when cities have a lot of pollutions like sound pollution, water pollution, etc. Village has none. The birds chirping in the morning, the sunset, the sunrise looks amazing. The flower, the fruits come from trees that are without any formalities or chemical. But in city life, the fruits that come from villages often get chemical, or the people injects formalin to make it look refreshed and freshy and juicy. But in village, everything is natural. You can eat, you can do everything you want, because it's all nature. But in city, you are stuck in a brick wall where you can go anywhere. There are no playing fields, nothing. You can swim, you have to pay for everything. But in village, you don't have to pay there, because there are ponds where you can swim, there are fields where you can play, etc, etc.
I got that. So please tell me 5 facilities of the cities which are really important relating to the development of our civic facilities, and you will find that that is exactly absent in a village, and therefore people of village are living day by day and coming to the city for these kind of facilities, and think and say the facilities people enjoy in the cities which are completely absent in a village.
There are a lot of facilities that are absent in village. There's the job. The main thing is job, earning, currency, etc. etc. When there is village, there you in village the main job is I guess farmer or fisherman. But in city you can be a lot of things. You can make your own shop. You can give your own shop. You can be a restaurant owner, etc. etc. To earn well, the people of village goes to city to earn well, to rest well, to have a nice
Okay.
place for living, to stay. Our Bangladesh is a overpopulated country. There are 150 million people. That's why people of villages go into cities and cities to stay well and live well.
Okay, in our conversation, commonly we take the test, and in this test, we relate a few questions on the basis of the past indefinite tenses.
Yes.
And I hope you to be very careful, listen well, and try to answer. When did you travel last? What was the spot? How many days did you stay there? How many people were you? And why did you select that place? And what was most fascinating sights or thing in there?
Last place I visited was Saint Martin's Island. It is situated after Teknaf. You can go by boat or a speedboat. By a speedboat you can go like there in 3 hours. In Teknaf you can also take a cruise. A cruise is really expensive, that's why we taken a normal boat to go to the Saint Martin's Island. Saint Martin's Island was a really a good spot to visit, because it is an island that is situated in the water of Bay of Bengal. There are water everywhere. You can grab a coconut, drink all of them, and you will go to the same spot again, because the Saint Martin's Island is really small. And the fascinating view of the golden sands, and there's also some sea turtles that you can see. Sea turtles, the blue water of Bay of Bengal, and there's some seafoods you can eat. And we were there for like 4 days. Then we came back to Teknaf and went to our home.
Okay, do you think you are a good student?
I guess so.
Okay, so tell me, what should a student follow to become a good student? And it's about the daily routine, daily studies, daily discipline,
Yes.
daily sincerity. Okay, so I think your teacher always ask you, your parents always ask you, your relatives always ask you. You read from the different different things, and how to become a good student. And if you think that you are a good student, relate to your daily life, how you pass the day, how you begin the day, when you end the day, what do you do throughout the day from morning to the evening, and when do you think to do the math very well, when you think to do study science, where to study, how to study. I mean, what exactly should we follow to become a good student?
First thing first, you need to become very disciplined and sincere, because if you want to become a good student, you have to be sincere and disciplined, because you have to wake up early in the morning, pray your salat, and study from at least 2 hours to memorize everything, the memorized subject like science and Spanish and global studies. These subjects are really need to be memorized well. Then from morning, then we go to school. Comes from school to 4 p.m. or 2 p.m. Then you have to get rest, because if you don't rest well, your brain will not function and it will not be as sharp as you want. You will become more dizzy, and you will become more sleepy, I guess.
Okay.
Drowsy.
Okay, that's great. And once you said that your parents want you to become a president, if you become a president for 5 years, what things are you gonna do for the country, for the young ones, and to bring some amazing changes throughout our educational sectors?
I guess if I ever become president of Bangladesh, I will obviously fix the economics because the prices of the things are really high for the people who are poor cannot buy things. So I'm going to increase the I'm going to increase the what is it?
Decrease the price.
Decrease the price and increase the crops.
You want to put attention to the agriculture.
Yes.
Okay. So why do you think the development of agriculture is the total development of a country?
Because Bangladesh is a really is that for what?
Underdeveloped country, developing country.
It is being developed, but agriculture we get some paddy, rice, etc. with what we can export and get the international currency like dollars, because all the current nations are works from dollars, nothing else. So if we export rather than import, we have to be import because something always needs to be imported. Yes, and if we export more than import, then we can get international currencies, give people more job, etc., etc.
Okay, sure. Right. As a student, you read lots of time different places. Historical places of a country.
Yeah.
And would you please tell me one of your favorite historical places where probably you went, probably you had the experience, or probably you didn't go, but you study and you want to go. And what do you know about this place, and why do you think it's a historical place, and why even you think that the communication of the, and if you would like to talk about the tourism sector, say Cuba, one of the richest country, they are becoming only basing on their tourism sector, because second number of the people go to Cuba to visit. Why? Their communication is better, people are well educated, they can contact with the foreigners, and they ensure the safety security. Therefore tourism sector is booming up like a huge growth, and it goes directly the line of the development, line of the power of the economy. Okay, it's all right. So relate to the tourism, relate a historical place of your country, and what are the problems that more foreigners are not coming the way they are going to India, they are going to Cuba. I think a bit tricky question, you think an answer.
I guess my favorite and it is close to my home is Kumilla Moinamoti. It is situated in Kotbari.
Are you becoming tired?
No,
No, okay. Carry on, inshallah.
it is situated in Kumilla Kotbari, the Moinamoti, and it is actually a temple of Buddhas from. It is really ancient. There have been some what is called, some things that are really ancient are found, things the archaeologists found something, and it is mainly found by a foreign archaeologist who was trying to find something in that spot. He found the temple, then he dug up, then he found whole temple that is really big. But there's also a lot of tourist spots. You can go like Sri Mongol for 7 different colors.
What are the challenges of these places? Why don't we get more foreigners to come to visit our country?
Because Bangladesh is not that well educated country, because like 2 million to 2.5 million people are not well educated. They can't speak English fluently, they can't communicate with the foreigners, and the people of Bangladesh are really well, but some people are not that good, they are really evil. That's why they don't feel secure to come Bangladesh.
Security to be
Yes, sir.
changed.
Security
And
needs to be more effective.
okay, sure. So people can come and they can stay safely, move safely. Sometimes we see they are harassed when traveling, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sure. So we talked about tourism, education, sports, historical places. But one thing I always love to focus. This about capital, Dhaka city.
Dhaka City.
Dhaka city. Okay, people are crazy of living there, and thousands of people. That is huge people, huge vehicles. So what do you think the future of Dhaka city? And that we see in the survey that Dhaka is the one of the unhealthy living series in the world, and sometimes it rises to the first position. So, what do you think about the future of Dhaka, and what is your suggestion to have a healthy Dhaka, healthy capital for Bangladesh?
Dhaka is the middle part of Bangladesh. There's some places Dhaka is really well, like Dhanmondi, Gulshan, Bonani, etc. These places are really well and rich. For the rich people, it is okay, but for the people who are poor, it is not. They cannot afford it. The people who are poor lives in Mohammadpur, Uttara, etc., etc. So they need to live anywhere, because you have to live to you have to live you have to get a place to live. And because of over the I guess Dhaka is the most overpopulated city in Bangladesh. There are more than, I guess, lot of people. I don't know the numbers of people of Dhaka, but Dhaka has a lot of historical places like Sonargaon, etc., etc. But Dhaka is really unhealthy because the corporations of Dhaka city does not work well, and they are not responsible of anything. And the people who are talking about this and they say they are gonna do it later, but they at the end of the day they don't do anything.
Okay, sure. So people are giving the hopes to change the city, but indeed they are not going for the real action to change the city, and
Yes,
one of
sir.
the amazing city to be spotted, so people come from the different places. Okay, so right. So we even talked about the agriculture, and that is something people never miss. We are really great eater, people of our country.
Yes, sir.
And what about your eating habit? What kind of vegetables you love to eat? And if it is a fast food, what kind of food do you want to enjoy? If it is a party, what kind of food do you want to enjoy? And if it is a home food, what kind of food do you want to enjoy? And even talk a few sentences about your favorite restaurants and favorite party you enjoyed before. So everything about food, and that's our last question of the day. We are enjoying food to finish our today's topic. Let's carry on and be again bold, okay?
Overall, my favorite food is shawarma, because it is filled with meats and some veggies. You can say like spinach and meats. There are two types of shawarma. One is beef shawarma, one is chicken shawarma. One I prefer is beef shawarma because I love the meat of the beef. I like the meat of the cow. That's why I prefer the beef shawarma, and the filling with the white sauce is really yummy. I usually prefer the shawarma from Food Fair because the Food Fair shawarma is really well and it is really tasty. The price is going a bit up, but the taste is really good. The taste have not been not going down. It is going up and up. I can say that shawarma is really well in party. In home, you can also make shawarma by making a soft bread, some garlic sauce and white sauce. Some meat. The beef, you have to cut it in small pieces, then you have to put it together, and some white sauce, and you have made yourself a shawarma. In party,
Wow, what experience, chef. You are gonna be a chef. All the ingredients you are experienced with. Okay, all right, next.
In
And
party,
don't forget to tell about your favorite restaurant, okay?
yeah. In party, I guess the shawarma is not yet available. You can in parties, I guess you get the biryani, some things, and some chicken roast, etc. The rice main foods are often given in parties, not like the foreign foods. And shawarma is not actually from Bangladesh, it is actually from Arabic side. That's why people of Bangladesh doesn't give shawarma in the traditional parties, because it's not our tradition. And my favorite restaurant is Domino's, because I also like to eat pizza really well. The cheese combo is really well. I ate pizza like last week. My second spot that takes the favorite food is pizza after shawarma. I love shawarma really much after that pizza.
Okay, it's all right there. That's cool. Okay, so that's really cool. And so that is last but not the least. We are ending today. And how do you think about this long-term conversation? You have already passed 30 minutes. How is your experience? How is your feeling? And do you find it really good, great, and important for you? How do you build this conversation for a long time with your trainer, with your teacher?
It is really concerning for me because I don't get the chance to speak 30 minutes, 30 long minutes or 1 hour, 1 long hour with my trainer or my teacher, because speaking English is really a skill that many people cannot master. If you practice English by yourself, you can be good, but if you practice it daily with your trainer or your teacher, you can be much better than it. You can be better than ever. That's why I guess speak for this time, 30 long minutes, 1 hour, whatever you get the chance to speak English with a trainer. That's really well.
Thank you very much. Here we end. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.